So, this is Thoughts Opened Up, and I just wanted to come on here and talk about how some of you men are just so selfish. Like, how can you expect a woman or your woman even to go down and put your penis into her mouth if you're not even willing to reciprocate the favor? Like, so it's like saying she's not good enough for you to please her in that way, but she better had did it to you. Like, she better do it. If she doesn't do it, it's a problem. But on the flip side, when she's like, babe, you're like, no, I don't do that. Like, honestly, I think women, if you are in that position, you need to learn how to put your foot down more, because that's nothing but a case of you were supposed to nip that in the bud from the get-go. And once you find out that he didn't do it, and you knew it was going to be a problem if you did it to him, and you would feel some type of way that he didn't do it to you, then you have no business doing it in the first place to him. Because, even if a guy has done that to another woman before you, for whatever reason, he doesn't want to do it to you. Once he says that he doesn't do it to you and you go down on him, yeah, he's going to be like, I told you that from day one. And you made the personal decision to do that to me, to go down on me. So it's not my problem. I mean, it's sort of like when a boy cries wolf. You've been dealing with it all this time. Now you want to sit there and make a big stink about it. That's the problem with not nipping stuff in the bud right away. The person just gets used to the behavior or treating you a certain way. And so when you finally are ready to put your foot down and demand a change, they'll look at you like you're crazy. Now, in some instances, they will come around. Maybe he starts to have more feelings for you. Maybe he realizes his unjust treatment towards you. But for the most part, yeah, you train these guys how to treat you. So if he's so used to you performing that favor for him, but you can get mad about it, you could throw a fit, you could throw a temper tantrum, you could cry, you could whatever. At the end of the day, that's not making him do anything that he doesn't want to do. If he doesn't want to do it on his own, he's not going to do it. Because at the end of the day, there's plenty of women out there who don't even care for that. So he'll just go find one of them. And at the end of the day, if you really wanted to be done with him, you would be done with him instead of watching this video for advice on how to handle it, per se. There is no way to handle it. You can't change someone. He has to want to do that to you. But I just think you guys are selfish. You guys, it's not fair. I've been in relationships myself, and I'm speaking from experience. Like, I knew the guy didn't do it. And, I still chose to do it to him because I feel like, I want to please my partner. And it, in a way, it kind of made me feel like, in the back of my mind, I was like, well, how can one person be like this selfish? Like, there's no way. After I do this, like, he's going to come around to do it. But no, some men are just like, no. Whatever may be their reason. Some Jamaican guys say they don't do it. Some Muslim guys say they don't do it, or whatever. I personally, I don't really get into religion. I don't really talk about religion, but to my knowledge, I don't really know of any one religion that's not supposed to do that, or any culture that I don't know. Me personally, I think it's a personal preference. And I also think it's insulting if you have knowledge that the guy has done that before to someone, because then it's like saying, she was good enough to do it too, but you're not. And you won't know the reason. Like, it could be anything. I know if that was to happen to me, I would feel like, is it a personal hygiene problem? Because if you've done it to someone before, unless you had a bad experience, like maybe, I don't know, she was on her menstrual cycle or something like that, and maybe she didn't know it was coming, and you caught the very beginning when it was light, you tasted something funny. I don't know, I'm just thinking of scenarios. But unless you had a bad experience when you did it, that would just make me feel like you are into her way more than you're into me. Yeah. But you men, you have to stop being selfish. But women at the same time, if a man tells you he doesn't do that, he doesn't go down on a woman, he won't go down on you no matter how much you ask him about. And that's another thing. If you see a man that's adamant about not doing something, asking him over and over, angrily expressing yourself is not gonna make him do it. If anything, it's gonna push him away more. Think about it. It's like if flip it. If a guy is telling you, come on, like, I love to do that to you, and you telling him no, you don't want to do it for whatever reason. Maybe you just aren't that into him. Maybe, I don't know. From my experience, men who are uncircumcised, they just, the smell is just no. So let's say it could be that for whatever reason that you won't do it. If he keeps pestering you and then he's getting upset, you're gonna look at him like you're gonna get so turned off. And I think that's exactly the way men feel, because it's like, if I'm telling you I'm uncomfortable with something, regardless of whether you think it's something I should or should not be uncomfortable with, if I'm telling you that I'm uncomfortable with this, you're gonna try to force me to do something I'm not comfortable with. Do you see how that sounds? I just think you have to know what you want, and you have to go for people who are gonna do those things you want. Don't try to get with somebody and change them to make them do the things that you want them to do. Get with somebody who's already willing to do it. And that's my thoughts. Opened up. I'm out. Peace.